to another episode of I Swear I'm Not Losing My Marbles.
Ooh, I'm a ghost.
Are you also...
Oh, I didn't mean to
My
scare
dog's
them.
just... Yeah, my dog's just...
They
something
really
spooked
don't
him.
like ghosts.
They got spooked. If anyone's here, if you could tell me if you can hear Tilty, or if this sounds like just me talking to myself, answering
please,
questions you can't hear.
Please, if somebody could confirm that you could hear me, that would be great, because I've actually done research.
My goodness. Absolutely not. We're in one of these days where every single dog wants attention, and I'm just like, please no. Please don't. Please. My back hurts a lot already. I didn't bring the cushion up to lean on. Things are falling apart.
Shucks.
We're live though. We are live.
We are live. I haven't seen any chat saying that I'm hearable.
No one. I don't
Where's
think
Joe?
anyone's chatted. I hope Joe's okay. Haggis Basher!
Haggis is here? What?
Can you hear Tilty?
I don't even
Hi,
see
Aga.
chat.
I hear you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank goodness. Everything's wrong.
I mean, we won't start on that. Sort of giving away the ending there. No.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So today, we're trying to make up for all the techie issues. With really trying to make this hi Brad, trying to make this really good. We've been researching, we've both got different things to come with, and also anticipating YouTube's BS. Tilty is going to draw something. They're going to try their best to tell me what it is. I'm going to try my best to replicate it here, and I'll send a picture over to Tilty when I'm done, and they can upload it on YouTube and Instagram, whatever, and you can all see how close I didn't get at all.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a compare and contrast on bad stuff.
You
and then
do
a compare
it.
And contrast on good stuff.
If you want to do it at home, do it at home, because Tilty's just going to be trying to explain to me what they're doing, and I'm desperately...
I'm just going to say, we're going to draw one of these, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to
Nothing phallic. Nothing phallic.
No.
And so what we've been doing is, well, I'll say what I've been doing, and you can say what you've been doing real quick. So real quick, I have been researching Narcanon in sort of across, well, not across the world, mainly UK, EU, and America. Just because that's what I found. So yeah, so we're going to do a sort of a compare and contrast of the two front groups. So yeah, I was covering Narcanon, did my research, got my notes, and dug this out because obviously I'm keeping it, because who spends £4 on a newspaper? £4 on a newspaper, not to keep it until it crumbles into dust like me. Why would I do such a thing? Because Scientology made the front page, and this is all about Narcanon and their disgusting abuse. So I will.
That's perfect.
Upon
that couldn't have worked out better.
Upon learning a bit more about myself and trying to come to accept the things that need to be accepted, and working on the things that can be changed and I would like them to be changed. That's what I'm going to do. And in my life I've had a pattern of avoidance. I feel like that at all. I feel like it's why I'm probably not that attentive to chat, and I don't read people's messages out that much, because I got to read it in my head, before I read it out loud. and I really just don't like reading out loud because reading is difficult. So, but I'm gonna try and do that just so I don't avoid it. And if you want to laugh at me in chat for not being able to read that well and giving it a try anyway, you feel free to laugh at me. But I really feel like that shows more about other people than me. So I'm going to be giving it a go to read newspaper here.
You're doing fucking awesome. I am so proud of you. You're killing it. Read on.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm going to be giving that a go. Joe's here.
Joe! We got the journey, we got Haggis Basher, we got Brad. I have chat open on my phone because my iPad won't show me chat. So I'm like literally I have to like use all my devices to half be able to stream. Like I want to throw something, but I'm not because I have control over myself.
The Journey did two really amazing lives with Mental Health Matters. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, please do check that out.
Please do. I have not seen those, but yeah.
Yeah, part 1 and part 2 are up on Mental Health Matters. I think it's at Mental Health Matters 2 but it's on the list that I've shared. I shared it yesterday on the SPTV list.
Yeah.
And we have 2 sandwiches tall. We are complete. You complete us. Right.
All right.
Yeah, you go for your bit. Sorry. Go.
I was just going to say, in protest of CCHR, the Citizens Commission of Human Rights, my air quotes had a lot of stank on it, by the way. You can't see it, but there was stank on those air quotes, okay? Oh, I've killed Fluffer. They're muted and choking and dying. I'm going to take my ADHD medication and my Zoloft. Get fucked, CCHR! Psychiatrist approved.
Do you want to say what you've been doing? You've been looking.
Yes,
just like briefly.
I have been researching. Oh, what do you mean, like for this or in general?
No, for this, just like
okay.
Like I just give my little spiel. We're trying, people. We're trying. You know.
We're doing our best. We're doing our best. Okay, so Fluffer was researching Narcanon, and I was researching the very esteemed Citizens Commission on Human Rights, which is their anti-psychiatry, more stanky air quotes, lobbying organization. I'm gonna call it their litigious fuckery farce. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, so I can't share the photo that I sent you, unfortunately, but one of their leaflets, just to give you a little taste of what CCHR says. One of their promotional leaflets says, "Children are the future, but is psychiatry making sure many won't have one? We will take action. Report psychiatric abuse. It's a crime." And I just want to say, children are the future, but is Scientology making sure many won't have a childhood? Okay, all right. I look up from my research. I'm trying to deliver it. I look up, and what do I see? What do I see? Yeah, that's fine.
The truth.
No. Okay,
the truth staring you in the face.
That's okay. That's all right. That's fine. I'm just trying to,
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
I'm just trying to shed light on someone who's trying to, Oh. Also, I was just gonna say the formation of CCHR was the worst thing to happen in 1969. They ruined that year.
Did you see chat?
No, I have not seen chat. Uh-oh.
Just look at chat
quick. Oh dear.
If you could misspell your spicy words to sandwiches, because chat's going to be missing some gold because I have to go in and like manually approve it. Because YouTube's like, do you really? And I'm like, yeah, show the people. And then it's like, I feel like this chat's very low standards. I don't. This is gold. You
We're
don't have standards,
extremely
YouTube.
highbrow. We are
Yeah.
extremely highbrow. Okay. I'm just gonna mute for 1 sec so I can blow my nose.
Yeah, and we didn't do a practice run, which in retrospect we maybe should have. I don't know.
Wait, what happened?
We didn't do a practice of how this would like even potentially work, but
No.
if you can just
We're on the
start on the
fly.
center of the page or start somewhere where that would be easier for me.
Okay, and then we could just kind of like take turns sharing things about how shitty these organizations are.
Yeah, like I don't mind whoever wants to go first, and then I've got some stuff on a list here, and then I hopefully have some stuff similar, or if I haven't got it written down, it will like probably jog my memory over something that I've heard or listened to or whatever. I'm going to put the
I'm
light
just
on
grabbing my
now.
paper because I just realized that
Blech.
paper was not good. Yeah, Joe, I'm being censored for being too funny and having too many birds in my hair. They said you're not allowed to go live with anyone on YouTube. You're too suppressive. You're too effectively suppressive. It's just not. It's not okay. We can't keep giving you a platform to talk about injustice. So
We've got someone here from Singapore, and they've just entered the chat. Thank you so much for being here. They've just entered the chat where everyone's
awesome.
talking about tilty toots.
Oh no!
My
I'm so
doggo
sorry.
just tilty tooting like mad.
Oh
Tilty toots is now my favourite saying.
no! Oh, why? How did this even happen? How did this happen?
Yes,
I didn't even toot.
Is Tilty against farting? No, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm just going to say, road on the
I'm not
street.
against farting. Oh, for God's sake!
See? If it's in or around, probably a fan. Tilty is good. No. Yeah, Tilty's still having the lives. Teagy Tilty toots on the couch and leaves. Do you do that, Tilty? Is that true?
I would never do that. I would never do that.
You toot on the couch and leave?
I would never do that. First of all, I don't even sit on a couch.
What do you do? Just hover above it because of the toots? Start the rumor. Spread it now. Spread it like Tilty spreads their toots on your couch.
I'm gonna start by drawing a triangle in the center of my page.
Okay, yes. This is very serious. We did research, we talked, we planned, we thought about it, we went back and forward. We were like, no, something better, no, something more concise, no, something where we're not both going to cry. You know, we really, the effort is not being reflected. And I just want people to know that.
It's true, it's not.
I brought the sign out, derailed everything.
On Xenu.net reading and researching and looking at old fucking videos and shit.
I've got all these notes, and I know it looks like it could be hieroglyphics. It's not, but every one of these is a story. Well, not a full story, but part of a story that could be more.
Oh.
A lot of work went into these scribbles.
Okay.
And I saved a load of videos that I need to. I think I'm just gonna put the link to a playlist.
So what I did was I kind of like wrote down like what CCHR was, and then I
triangle
went
in the middle.
Yeah, I went a triangle kind of in the center of the quite a large triangle in the center of the page.
How would you say it takes about a third of the page maybe in the center?
Yeah, I would say it may be. Yeah, I would say it's like pretty much centered. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
is it pointy edges or round edges?
I kind of did them slightly round at the corners, like just so it's not sharp. Oh, that's a little rounder than I did. That's okay. That's okay. It's not going to be the same. That's the whole point.
I do the first triangle, like, yeah, it's not going to be the same. Everyone lower your expectations, please, now. Fair warning, fair warning, fair warning to all. Do not get excited about the post. No, it's fair. Oh, I feel like I spend half the time looking for a rubber.
Oh, well, that's... Maybe you'd have a better time if you found an eraser.
Oh, yeah, same thing, isn't it? I found one. I got one. Ugh! It's on the start of this brand new pencil. It's only there because I haven't used a pencil yet.
Okay, so we did the triangle in the center. And then I was going to draw a square that intersects with the bottom right corner of the triangle.
Where, like in the middle of the square?
The square, the line of the square, the top of the square is going to go across the triangle corner and then turn into a square. So it'll be like a triangle going into a square is what it'll look like. I made my square too big and I don't like it now.
I'm the only one that anyone could see, and I'm like, terrible lighting.
That's okay. That's okay. We're showing that anyone can do it no matter what. Even if you have technical difficulties, even if one of your people can't be seen.
So I feel like if you take a minute just to draw a few things out that are going to be easy enough to explain to me, and I'll spend a minute just talking about a little bit about one of the Narcanons, and then you can go back to explaining if that's cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. So Narcanon Pittsburgh has a very, very bad rep. I'm not sure if it's shut now. Some of the videos I watched were older videos, I think. But they've had people speaking out. They've had family members of patients who have passed away there. I think 3 people died in 1 year from this Narcanon.
Holy shit! Were those from overdoses, or what was it from specific? Does it say?
Wow, it's no, it's like from like it could be medical neglect, it could be from seizures, lack of medical. Yeah. So somebody called Jake Wilson, who was a patient then an employee, spoke out. And he was saying that he had to leave because they weren't using safe practices, and he wasn't like a medical professional, he was a patient / employee, and I was sort of wondering how that happened. So we've got some more to speak on about someone else later on called Samantha Edison, I think. She worked at Narcanon LA, and she said that people who can't afford it, they get 1 month at a reduced price, and then the price, and then they can come on staff when they're clean enough, and will get the rest afterwards, like for free when they're on staff, because that's an even exchange. So they get part of it a reduced price until they're clean enough, and then go on staff. Wow. And then it's the whole, you start working up a freeloader debt, won't you?
And then you're just stuck into another cycle.
Yeah. And I think it was the Narcanon Arrowhead, which might have been the one in Pittsburgh. So it might be closed now. But they had 5 lawsuits pending against them. This was 11 years ago. I couldn't find the outcome of all those cases in time. But yeah, that is a little bit about Scientology organization Narcanon over the US in Pittsburgh.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Have you got
I
some?
drew another square that intersects with the corner of the square, the top corner of the square.
Okay, how big is this square? Is it smaller than the
This
other
one's
square?
smaller than the other square.
How does it go? Is like the corner, the bottom corner goes on the corner?
I put the bottom line on the corner. So it's on an angle.
My brain isn't getting that at all.
That's okay. That's the whole point. We're doing weird things. It's not even going to be on the right thing. It's going to be all funky and neat. And then I was going to do...
I don't understand what I need to do. Sorry.
Okay, see that top,
This
that
one
corner?
here.
Yes. So
Yeah.
yeah, put the line, the bottom line of the square, like across that.
Like this.
Like, yeah, inside the square a little more. Further in the square a little more. Oh
Oh, I
yeah,
did that.
yeah. No, that's okay. That, just
Make
make a
that
small square
square.
there. I mean, it's already different than mine, so it's all good.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And then I was gonna do another triangle off the top of that square.
Like a house.
No, I was gonna do it off the corner, so there was another line. Like, take the bottom of the triangle and do it, cut off the top of the... See the top of the square there, where
Like
it's like a
this.
diamond? Yeah, cut that off, like, with the bottom of the triangle. Yeah.
Okay.
This is like really 90s disposable cup. And then I guess we could put like a round thing in at some point. Let's do like a big circle to the left of the triangle with another circle intersecting at the bottom of that circle.
So how big is this circle here?
Three circles in a loop that go down the left side of the page that all intersect. So 1, 2, 3 circles, and they'll all intersect like rings.
Oh. Oh.
Bigger.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Do you want me to read some of my stuff now, or what should I do?
Yeah, you go for it. I'm just going to start just trying to... Oh, my lead fell out. Yeah, I'm going to sharpen my pencil and rub some stuff out.
Okay. Okay. So, CCHM. They basically formed so that they had a way to try to fight psychiatry with using little bits of good that they could have do to keep credibility so they could push more pseudoscience and false information to validate their claims. So they'll find a situation that was really, really bleak and then basically make sure that people do what's supposed to be done and then take all the credit for it and say that they're doing amazing shit and they're not. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, they were formed using a psychiatrist named Thomas Zaz, Szazz. You can look him up. He's a real piece of work. Their target mission or whatever is to eradicate abuses committed under the guise of mental health and enact patient and consumer protections. It's just about litigious. It's just about being litigious. It's not about protecting anyone. It's about pushing the narrative. LRH said, "There is not one institutionalized psychiatrist alive who could not be arraigned and convicted of extortion, mayhem, and murder." In the 90s, they led the charge against the people were being more commonly diagnosed with ADHD and being put on Ritalin, and they wanted to fight that. And they actually brought at least 5 lawsuits against the manufacturer of Ritalin, and all 5 lawsuits were dismissed by 2002. Um, as someone with ADHD who struggled to get diagnosed until I was 30 or in my 30s, kind of think it wouldn't have been like that if, like, you know, there hadn't have been this huge smear campaign that scared all of our parents about Ritalin and ADHD and spread all this false information about what it's like.
Can I just say, the fact that
Yeah.
there's so many people having late diagnoses shows people weren't overdiagnosed. People weren't
Exactly.
misdiagnosed. People were misdiagnosed with other things when they had ADHD or when they were autistic.
Yeah.
Oh, so just to add that in, if people were getting diagnosed left, right, and centre in the 90s, there'd be a lot more people. There'd be a lot less people in their 30s, 40s that are being diagnosed now.
Yes.
So make it add up. Make it add up, please.
Exactly. Very, 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 very well said. They will protest. They'll actually protest against things like mental health screening and like trying to make it so that if a child is taking medication, like they can't go to school or the teachers can't make them take I don't know. It's like they're just it's hard because like they do some things like they want to lobby for reform on mental health issues such as keeping detailed computer records on involuntary committed patients and their families, but like a lot of places do that already. It's just not widespread federally. It's just within the, you know what I mean, like just because it's not done how they want it to be done, they say that it's not being done at all, and that's one of the ways that they fuck around. They also have a lovely museum called Psychiatry, an Industry of Death. And they try to travel around to schools and put on exhibits. And
The
I know
Psychiatry of Death Museum?
Yeah.
That was promoted by Catherine Bell.
Okay, of course it was.
Fuck the good witch.
Wow. Wow.
It's literally on Wikipedia. It's literally on
Yeah,
Wikipedia. You can look it up now.
I was going to read this part off of Wikipedia. It says CCHR also has a traveling exhibit of the same name, which National Post writer Kevin Libin called a fright show, where they show the 2006 two-hour film of the same name, Psychiatry and Industry of Death. Two individuals featured in the film, Holocaust scholar Michael Berenbaum and bioethics scholar Arthur Kaplan, have rejected the attack on psychiatry and psychology. Berenbaum stated that, "I have known psychiatrists to be of enormous assistance to people deeply important to me in my life," and Kaplan complained that he had been taped without being told what the film was about and called the producers smarmy and dishonest.
Yep.
Love that.
Yep.
So they got credible people to talk in their video, but they only got them by lying to them.
Yeah, under false pretenses.
Exactly. I have several pages saved from Xenu.net where it was the week in review. CCHR is literally posted on every single fucking one. Let's draw some more shapes. I'm gonna draw.
Tilty's camera's not working. We don't know if it's a glitch. If anyone else knows, please do let us know.
Maybe this should be all the shapes, and now maybe I should do like a wiggly line from one spot to another spot.
Yeah?
Okay, I'm gonna start at the bottom left, about 4 centimeters out from the edge of the page. And I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna squiggle across to the adjacent corner.
Are you going like...
I'm going up and across. I'm going
Yeah, but
from
you're
the
doing
bottom.
Are you talking about big squiggles?
Yeah.
Like, are we talking about like what you'd see like a music wave?
We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go loopy, like a loose squiggle, not like heart rate squiggle.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go for it.
Okay. And wherever it connects, it connects. Wherever it doesn't connect, it doesn't connect. And maybe I'll do one from the other side going up to the other corner.
Yeah, the sort of same pattern, same way.
Yeah. And then I might do one that goes from the bottom to the top. That's squiggles, and then that should be good. But it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a more like a intestinal squiggle. You know what I mean?
Like all over, like.
No, like loop 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 loop, like an intestine. You know what I mean?
Well, its intestines are very, very compact. You've got like
when you look at
yards and yards of
like a
guts in your
fake
body.
when you look at a fake skeleton or whatever, or like a drawing of like someone who's been cut open for scientific purposes, and
I
then they
know.
have like the stomach and it's like a loose like a it's like when you interlock your fingers. You know what I mean? Loop 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 loop. You know what I mean? Like finger length.
Like this.
Yeah, but like just the lines are like that. You know what I mean? Like they go loop loop
So
loop
you want
loop
them to
loop
go really,
loop loop.
really long?
No. They're like shorter and closer together and go from up to down. Like I started at the
I'm
bottom and then I went loop 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 loop
like
all the way
this,
up. No.
like that,
No, I
like
did
this.
the yeah, but I did them really small. Like I did them like smaller than my pinky. I did them pinky size all the way up. I went loop 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 loop.
Just one.
No, I did like a line that's like all those loops all the way up. Like it goes squiggle, 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 but it's like you could put your finger in each little loop. I'm really enjoying this.
I'm so confused.
I don't know how to explain it any clearer than I already have.
Chat, do you think that was clear? Have you? Is everyone just there, like banging, like looking at a picture, being like, "I'm pretty confident this is spot on." I'm Fluff is an idiot.
Like, okay, take your pencil and put it at the top of the page. Okay. Okay. And then like make like you were gonna do a loop, like go down and then come down, like go down and then across.
Yeah.
Yeah, like okay, and then go and then like loop, like go across again. Yeah, and then no, that's too big, but that's good too.
Okay.
That's very close. That is very close. That is as close as we're gonna get. Perfect.
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely work. Okay. And then I'm gonna do one more circle on the corner, the open corner of the square.
Where?
There's one corner of my square that doesn't have anything touching it, so I'm putting
The square of the paper.
no, the second square that we drew off the triangle. The first
Okay.
square that we drew that was touching the triangle has an empty
Yeah.
corner, so I put a circle
Mine
on it.
don't.
Okay, well
Okay.
that's fine.
Was that the bottom of the page or at the top? The bottom or the top of the square?
It was like at the side of the square because I actually made my square on an angle. So that's fine. We're good.
I need to do something here because these points are doing nothing for me.
You want to do something where? Sorry.
With the top of this triangle because it's just pointy points.
I don't. Okay. Draw a circle. Oh yeah, see, I had one of my loops come through that. That's why it looks okay. So put a circle on the top of your triangle. Put like a put like a put like a thing that like intersects with that loop and then like squiggles back down into the triangle.
You just keep saying intersects, and I'm like cross them over, but I don't know what else you're saying. I don't know. Like, I want to know so bad. I just don't.
Why can't you read my brain? Why can't you see what I'm
I
seeing?
don't have the protection needed to enter your brain.
Not many people do. It's okay.
I would need like one of those lines, and you can pull, and it pulls you back out to safety.
Like when
I feel like your brain would be very sticky. It'd be hard to
like
get
when
out
they
of.
go into the thing in the first season of Stranger Things and they have to tie themselves to pull the guy
Never
back
watched
in.
it. Never watched Stranger Things.
I only saw the first season. It was okay.
Oh, I'm gonna fall over.
Okay, well, just do whatever you feel is right with that triangle. How about that? Oh my gosh, that's like basically what I was telling you to do.
Oh, well, why don't you say just do what you want then?
It worked in the end!
Sweet. Okay, we got there.
Yeah. I think we can color from there.
We should have prefaced this by being like, we are both neurospicy AF. We didn't do this because we thought it was going to end well. We thought it may be entertaining.
Yeah, like that's all we care about is your entertainment.
No, I care about my integrity and my morals. Yeah, that's not a we.
I'm just pretty sure that if anyone's been in this live ever before, they probably know that we're not exactly typical in many ways.
What's that? I'm thinking of as a quote. It's just like, we. What's all this we? This ain't French class. I can't remember where it's from though.
Okay. Do you want me to read more of what I found?
Hi, Eric.
It was just kind of interesting. Oh, Eric's there. Hello.
Thank you so much for joining. Yeah. Okay. Act right, Eric's here. Right. Okay. Let's get back on track. If you could start thinking of how you're going to add color to this in a way that isn't gonna break my brain, I would be so appreciative. And I'm going to go on to some more things about Narcanon. That's okay?
Yeah, you talk. I'm gonna pick 3 different blues. And those will be for the background kind of spacing.
I don't even know what you mean by background spacing. If you could be like, the first square we're doing in this color.
Okay,
the second square.
I'm gonna pick 3 different blues, and 1 blue will be each circle.
We have 4 circles.
Okay, but there's 3 circles on the one side.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. I can work with that.
We'll start with that.
Yes. I've got blues ready, so you just tell me when to go. I got blues ready.
I'm just looking for one quickly that I can't find. So you go ahead.
So, the person who I got the information. Oh, could you mute while you do that? Because I can't.
Oh yes,
I find it hard to concentrate.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's like that alien. It was not. Yeah, my brain can't do it. Sorry. So yeah, the person who I got the information from about if people can't afford the Narcanon service, that they have the first month reduced rate, a reduced price, and then told they can come on staff when they're clean enough, and they'll get the rest of the purification rundown as an even exchange after they're on staff, which we all know will come with a freeloader bill, which is not legally enforceable. The person I got that information off was called Samantha Edison, I believe. She was working at Narcanon in LA, I believe. And her reports of working there it's nothing like a drug rehabilitation or prevention centre. There was no 12-step plan. This was a video a few years ago in Ireland. Suppressivo Hibiscus, I think. I will put their channel and the video I'm referring to in the description. But she said there was no 12-step plan. There was no recovery plan or anything to look back at what made them take the drugs in the first place, or made them be in a position to fall into addiction. There was no codependency work or trigger work. There was no family co-counselling. Also, family were highly discouraged from visiting. They were technically allowed, but they were highly discouraged from visiting. And everyone was told, all addictions are your fault. You are to blame. That's why you had the addiction. You need to sort it out. She said she started working there. I think she said she had an interview and then she started working there like the day after and living there, because all the staff were live-in staff, but they were not medically trained, but trained to LRH staff standard.
LRH staff standard.
So,
I just had to interject with that.
Yeah. One of the first things I'd have people to do coming in from detoxing from drugs and alcohol, and this is for any sort of addiction. So this could have been for someone liking a certain material that isn't as regarded by some as others.
Like fish?
Online adult content.
Oh, like material that you choose to view for your own pleasure.
Yeah, it sounds like corn.
Gotcha. Any kind of addiction, really.
Yeah. So some people are going there for that, and the first thing everyone's going to be told to do is they need to sit. They need to do the TRs. They need to sit still for 2 hours. So this is coming off drugs, coming off alcohol, or coming off being addicted to gambling or corn. So sometimes people would do it in a few weeks, but sometimes it would take months of people every single day. Start, flunk. Start, you moved, flunk. Start, you coughed, flunk. Start. And until you can sit for 2 hours straight with your TRs in, you just keep doing that day in, day out. And in between, you're taking the niacin, 30 times the safe amount of niacin, which I believe is vitamin B3. And then you're made to run either on a treadmill or around the block to pump that through your system, apparently. And so you can sweat it out, because LRH says that drugs and toxins are stored in your fatty tissues, which is incorrect. In your fatty cells, it's completely incorrect. So they are made to run and then do the sauna for 4 to 5 hours a day, and then they do these routines. It's not just 2 hours, it's as many hours as it goes on until you're not sessionable anymore. You're too tired or you need to eat.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I caught it. Do they do that after you've detoxed, or is that part of the detox?
This is while you're this is day one. Okay, this is what we're doing.
That's horrific.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, because this was saying to us, like, some people, they're saying don't move, and they're twitching because they're coming off, and they keep saying flunk, start, flunk. And she was like, one guy had a seizure
Yeah.
And they were like,
course.
dear, okay, maybe we stop now. Don't call medical. But maybe stop.
Just roll him onto his side, and then when he's done, you can ask him what he did to pull that seizure in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see what you've done to yourself?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, continue. I just wanted to make that clear because I was like really confused about whether they were doing that to people going through severe fucking withdrawal and detox. Like
yes. You're
that's
twitching, you're flunking, you're starting again. So I think you have you take the niacin. I'm not sure about the amount of time you have to set. I don't think they're like you have to run for 20 minutes. I think you run until you can see maybe the flush or maybe see it's working. I'm not sure. I think it's person by person because I haven't heard someone say, oh, we take it, it's 20 minutes of running and then we go in the sauna. I've heard people say it's 4 to 5 hours a day in the sauna, but no one's give times for running. So I think that might be person by person. They look out for, I don't know, because I think you go pink in the sauna.
Right.
And that's when your body's having a reaction, but they think it's because it's working. Yeah.
It's working. You're dying.
So this is information, as I said, from Samantha. I think she said she got out when she was 20.
Oh, wow.
Her story is she just joined Narcanon, then became a Scientologist through working at Narcanon and it just being put on her. Her and she had a boyfriend at the time, and they had fooled around a bit out of wedlock. Then she had sort of said, I think I want to leave staff at Narcanon. Right. I don't think I want to work at Narcanon anymore. And they said to her, we think you're having a psychotic break. You need some time away. We're going to send you to Oklahoma for 3 days. Yeah. When she was there, they found out she was pregnant. They kept her there for 3 months. They fed her minced beef 3 times a day, knowing she's pregnant and gotten her doing like hard labor and stuff. And she was like, well, I need to speak to my boyfriend because I'm pregnant. And they said, oh, don't worry, we'll let him know. Her child is now 25 years of age and has never met his dad.
Oh no.
He doesn't even know.
Those lying fuckers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Good job, Narcanon.
So what she did is she managed to get to a phone and she rung someone who she knew who was outside of Scientology. Obviously, she wasn't born and raised in there. But obviously she's in Oklahoma. So she's rung someone and said, please get me out of here. They won't, they're holding me, prisoner basically. I can't leave. This is torture. And the woman said, call me back next week and ask again and I'll help you.
What?
Which is, it's half heartbreaking, but if you've ever known someone who's been in an abusive relationship, especially if you've been the person to try and help people a lot of times before, your fingers take a burning doing that. And sometimes you've got to protect yourself and go, I need to know that you do need me to step in, because if I step in, it's not the right time, you're going to have given me up as a source of help. And yeah, basically. So it took her another 3 weeks or so to get the phone again. And called her back again and said, please get me the fuck out of here. I'm pregnant. I am malnourished, please. And she said, yep, there'll be a little car called, I think she said a Panda. Is a Panda a car?
I have no idea.
Is a Panda a type of car?
I've never heard of a Panda car.
Am I making that up?
I think you might be.
Okay,
I'm
I'm sorry.
envisioning a panda. I think that's cute. I'd
Okay, I'm
enjoy
going to
it.
say it's a car called a Panda. There's a little car called a Panda. And she said, Sunday, around this time, little car, little Panda's going to pull up.
Sorry.
Cold coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, be doing that. Yeah, this car's going to pull up. Get in the car. So she she's looking outside. Sure enough, this car turns up. She runs out, and two priests get out. I think they were Native American priests, she said.
Okay.
And she was like, get back in the car. Let's get going. And they were like, where's your stuff? Where's your bag? She was like, I've only got one bag. It's in the hallway. It's not worth it. Let's go.
Let's
Let's get out of
go.
here.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, nay, nay. For Jesus is with us. Where's your shit? And these
Oh my
badass Emma Effers walked her in. She was like, it's in the hallway. They walked in the hallway, and bag's there. No one's there. She grabs the bag. They get off. Perfect escape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I
That
like
is a
to
good ass
think that they
story.
just repelled the evil in the other people
Of
holding
course
this
they
woman
did.
captive.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, it does have a good ending. She got out there. She had a baby. She had a son. She was
Oh,
fine. I think she was in Ireland telling her story.
that's
Um,
incredible. I'm
but I'll
so
link
glad
that.
she got out.
Yeah. But again, that's again another thing of where's the human rights there? Where's
Yeah.
the human rights
Yeah.
there? Where's
Exactly.
the building family? Where's the showing your mom and dad love and everyone's free and everyone's free to didn't
You
even
know,
have freedom of movement.
it also makes me scared that they were trying to malnourish her to induce a miscarriage
Yep, because they
and
were
the labor
saying
and
you're
stuff.
going to be off
Yeah.
course. You're going to be, I don't know if off course, off duty, or off purpose. Off purpose. You're going to be off
Mm,
purpose.
mm.
Which is just what a horrible thing to say.
That is a fuck off horrible thing to say.
Yeah, yeah, really bad.
Wow, what a story. What a fucking story. Wow. That woman is a champion.
Yeah, yeah, absolute champ. So
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna get on painting.
those priests, that's awesome. Like, no, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no. You don't just have to leave with your life. No, no, no. We're taking your stuff. We're getting your shit, and you're leaving
I
how you deserve to leave. That is
cannot
how it is done.
imagine how like should have been. Please, I beg you, leave the bag. I don't even. It's not even my bag. Ha ha
Yeah.
ha ha. Misremembered. I left my bag in Walmart back in LA. Yeah, there's nothing. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
Like
I just be like, I don't
you'd
have a
be
bag. Let's go.
so
We're
scared.
out of here.
You'd be so scared. You'd be
Oh fuck
so
yeah.
scared.
I don't even like going back into a store to get my change I've forgotten.
I won't go back into a shop with a bag that's from that shop.
Yeah. Can't do it.
No, no, because I don't want security following me around everywhere. Because they do that. And they think that you have a receipt in that bag and you're just going to steal the same stuff and be like, oh, no, got receipt for this.
Yeah.
I would never.
Yeah. No. Even though I know that there's cameras, it's like I'm not taking that chance. I'm not putting myself in that goddamn position.
Like, if I'm a person who can afford to buy it once, like, I wouldn't buy it if I couldn't afford it again. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like being
Wow,
followed
what a
around, so I just
story.
avoid it. Yeah. Yeah, incredible.
And if I'm correct, Narcanon is no longer supported by the NHS, right?
Yes, I believe that's correct as of this year.
Yeah, that's a recent win. Like, that's a huge deal because that's a
Yeah.
disgusting organization. And my sister is a recovering addict, and just thinking about her having to go through any of this stuff, it's making my blood boil.
I think a lot of the credit goes to Apostate Alex and a lot of the work he's been doing here.
Well, yeah, and people have been doing so much good work behind the scenes. I mean, just look at all the stuff that they were accomplishing over in Denmark and stuff, and then we didn't hear about it until boom, we heard about it. So I
Yeah.
just love that everyone is working so hard and doing so well. Oh, two Sammys just asked I wonder if they get Medicaid dollars in the U.S.
I believe they do in some places, but I'd need to double check. But definitely look into it. The info
Yeah.
I was given, heard through the grapevine.
Oh
Was
my
it? Where was it? Louisiana.
I believe that's where you mentioned, but I can't confirm that 100%.
No, I can't even remember. So yeah. I believe yes, and also they're pushing for that in Mexico, I believe,
Yeah,
as
which is
well.
really scary. You do not
Yeah.
want Narcanon getting health benefit coverage in a place where there are so many people struggling with these issues that can have they're going to be given access to. No one should have access to this. This is horrific. Oh my goodness. Also, this blue turned out beautiful and I was not expecting it. Also, Serge popped in chat. Hi,
He
Serge.
did. Hi, Serge. When? We missed it. Damn it.
I just saw it pop up. Oh my, art does heal. Art heals, art saves, and art is, it's everything. It's keeping us
It
alive
is.
and it's
I've got
keeping
my
us
thing
fighting.
that says art heals there.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, I think is my chat froze.
It might have. If you go in and you hit it onto top chat and then you go back to alt chat, it might
Yeah.
refresh it for you. Sometimes it does that a little bit. I'm not sure if he's still here or not, but he did pop in and that is just so incredible.
Well, that is so
We were just
sweet.
talking
Thank
about
you.
how awesome, inspiring he was this morning before we even started going live.
Yeah.
What a blessing.
Absolutely. I want to get a frame for the picture I did as well.
Oh my goodness. There's so much power coming from that. From that one, your Eric one, your one of Samuel and Foxy, and the one of Laura with the megaphone in the air. Those, like, every single one that you've done. Oh my gosh, and Feral Cheryl. Every single one that you've done of a protester has turned out a masterpiece. Like, you could have a gallery show just of all of these protesters because of your incredible pieces of them. Like, you can feel their energy through each piece. It's incredible. Like, I just
I
wanted to
need
say that. I
to.
know it's off topic, but I needed to.
I've got frames coming. I'm going to put Feral Cheryl, the one I did of Feral Cheryl and the one I did of Lara in frames.
Yes.
And yeah, I've got some more coming for the smaller ones. But yeah, it's funny you say about that. I've got this wall here that is like, funny you say, unless you've already seen, then that's all.
Yes.
Oh, knocking my water over.
Please don't.
The dog's like, what are you doing? What have we got to do to get some peace around here?
Come on. So much chaos. Oh my goodness. One paint girl is sketching with a fountain pen. I love fountain pens.
I got a fountain pen. I found it, and then I was like, I'm going to use this.
We're going to do fountain pen next stream. I'm going to figure out my camera.
Yeah.
We're doing
Well, as soon
fountain
as it
pens
comes,
next stream.
Hugh's like, nice view. Shame if I spoilt it with my butt.
Nah.
Yeah, that's all stuff that I've done. I've got art heels next to Foxy, the AIOU. I got the one I did. Oh yeah, I've got all of them there. All of them there.
They look so good. Like, honestly, we should open up a suppressive art gallery.
The pink elephant. Poor one of you stink. Poor.
Ooh.
Poor. No. Oh, we've got tilty toots going on. Tilty toots are gone. Tilty toots are gone.
Come on. No! How did this even happen?
Oof.
How did this even start? I don't understand.
Nula, I know you're the guilty party. Please, don't look at me like that. I know that's you. Out. Come on. No. Tilty toot down. Nula. Tilty toot downstairs. There we go. Tilty toot your way down the stairs. Nope. There we go. Thank you very
Power
much.
yourself away using your toots, please.
Toodles, Tilty toot.
Oh my gosh. How did this even happen? It's not like I tooted on screen
I
or something.
don't know, but thank you so much, whoever that is. Chef's kiss.
I'm not as thankful.
I think it's hilarious.
I know you do.
Hilarious. Tilty toot,
You
yeah.
deserve some of it. You deserve some hilarity because I usually get the most of it.
No, I don't know.
We could thank Haggis Basher for this. Thank you, Haggis Basher.
Well, a lot of times I am amused and I just don't laugh. And I said this to you, didn't I? Off stream, I was like, and I don't know why,
yeah.
and I feel weird. But I do think a lot of stuff is funny, and it's not doesn't like verbally. So I'm not like, haha.
It's because you know what you're doing. You're Timu Iowaniing. That's what it is. You're just committed to the bit. You're being the straight man.
Yeah.
Which is funny because you're not straight or a man.
My Timu name would be Richardless Iowadi. Because Richard means Richard is called Dick here. People.
Yeah.
That's a funny name, isn't it?
I really enjoyed that. I don't know what mine would be.
It'd be like, how you got no key. Noke or Adidas. You get the knockoff brands. There's me.
Right, Haggis Basher? Our joke is that we're the Timu, Richard Iowade, and Noel Fielding.
Yeah,
Which one of us is Noel Fielding? I'm the drunk.
Well, since you've just said, you did say.
I ruined it. It's okay.
You gave the punchline before the joke.
Well, you know what? I have ADHD, so
yeah, same.
Maybe if CCHR hadn't have gotten in the way and would have let me get diagnosed when I was in elementary school like I should have, we would be having a much more cohesive stream right now. So honestly, I blame CCHR.
We should do a big fat quiz of the year, but for like anti-Scientology shit. And can you tell me what colours? I'm just gonna do blues here. I'm sorry, I got very distracted.
You know what? You can do them however you want to do the blues. I did my blues a little different than you, and that's totally fine because I didn't know what to do and I did it wrong. And I'm not happy about it, so I'm gonna judge it up a little bit and fix it. So whatever you're doing, I love actually.
Okay.
That was a lot of words that I just
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds overall positive.
Yeah, it was. It was just delivered with a lot of energy.
Yeah. Like, you're wrong, but in a good way.
Yeah, like it's good. It's positive. Like I'm glad that it's that was kind of the whole point. We wanted it to turn out different. We're doing similar things.
Well, I think the point was we wanted to do the same. I think that was the main point. We underlined it as an objective, and I don't think we can shy away. Yeah, you were going to sort of tell me what to do, and we were going to sort of try and get it similar. Like, this is being live streamed. This is on the internet forever. We can't be like, oh no, this is actually what we like. No, we didn't said what we were trying to do. We just didn't do it. It's okay.
Okay, well, in my mind, I had kind of thought that like we were gonna try to do that, but like there was always gonna be room for like it being translated weird because of the situation.
Yeah.
And so I thought we were gonna like there's like room for variance and improvisation.
I was always not going to be able to follow certain things you say.
I think that goes for pretty much anything we do.
Yeah. That just goes for living.
Yeah. Learning and living. Learning and loving. Okay. Oh, you know what? I've painted some blue, so I'm going to go on to my thing, and I'm going to read a couple of the things that I found from the
Hi, Desert Dog. Hi, every single person, because
Xenu.
I've just said hi to like 4 people who I've managed to see
Yeah,
when I've
hello
looked over.
everybody in
Hello,
chat.
every single person in chat. I'm so sorry. I'm neglectful.
We genuinely appreciate every single fucking one of you, and we're glad that you're all here today, not just in this live, but on this earth. So thank you for being here. Don't giggle at me.
I'm
The
sorry.
fuck was that?
I was like, thank you for being here and existing for us. I don't know why my brain was just like, this is funny.
Okay, so here's something that okay, so I have several things from Xenu.net. A week in review. This is all predating like 2010 because this is really the most news that I could find. But in each one of these week in reviews, there's something about CCHR. And I just thought some of them were very interesting and I wanted to read a couple of them. So the week in review is basically like, here's the week of this. Here are several notable things against Scientology that happened or relating to Scientology that happened. So, here's the first one I have. Update on CCHR's extra religious activists. Ex-Scientologist Jerry Armstrong posted that he identified the individual who he had a prior confrontation with. As I reported in August of last year, so that would be 2004, I carried out a one-man protest of Scientology cult CCHR anti-mental health hate exhibition at the Vancouver, BC Public Library. First of all, get the fuck away from the library. That's what I have to say. That is absolutely a target spot, especially in Vancouver. There are so many people struggling with mental health issues and addictions in Vancouver that use the libraries as lifeline resource spots. It just makes me livid. It says, during my peaceful protest, I was assaulted by a couple of Scientologists manning their hate exhibit, most violently by a man I'd known to be a CCHR official, but whose name I didn't then know. This guy struck me twice, tore a strip of skin off my arm, and tried to rip me from a bunch of my rip from me a bunch of friendly Xenu flyers I'd brought for the protest. I recently found a 1991 Vancouver Sun article that identified him as Brian Beaumont. It is possible that Jeff Beaumont, who also has a Scientology website, is his son.
That's Jeff. Jeff.
Jeff Beaumont.
Is that Jeff PTS for life?
I don't know Jeff's last name. I'm just kind of brain putting this together now, and whoa. I want to ask Jeff that now. Does anyone know if that's Jeff's last name? I'd like to know.
I think so. It's Vancouver. Jeff's from Vancouver. His dad's there.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So that one. Let me find the other ones because I have to do this on my phone and it's not as easy. That is not the right one. Sorry, bear with me here. Your blue is looking lovely. I love the shades you picked.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if this is too similar to the other one, but okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. This is from 2003. An email to Scientologists. There you go, it's directly connected. An email to Scientologists announced that a protest will be held at a meeting of the Florida Psychiatric Society in October. They will be holding their fall meeting at the wherever Marriott Resort in Verde Beach. They're encouraging all their members to attend, but the ethics meetings are closed to the public. They say the meeting is important to strengthen and broaden the scope of our work and our position within the organized psychiatry. The focus of our protest will be to halt the psychiatrists' use of teachers to identify children as mentally struggling and talking to parents and convincing them to give drugs to their children as a condition for them continuing in school. So basically, they wanted to go and protest the psychiatrists to say, you can't make kids take medication so that they can learn better. What the fuck?
Do you know how scary that'd be as well? Just to be like, seeing that.
And like, just like the principle of the thing, like, you're trying to stop teachers from paying attention to their students' health? You think
And
that's not a good thing?
at this point, this isn't like Narcanon. These are all Scientologists who all work on e-meters, who all know that has a sticker on the back saying it's a religious artifact. Like it's not
Exactly.
real.
I have more.
What next colour, or is somewhere else getting some blue?
I was gonna do some of those blues in that other circle.
The one down here.
Yeah, the one that's like established as a circle.
Okay.
Because I'm sure there are other circles, but like accidentally, these were the intentional circles. You know what I'm saying?
Picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, that's the same one I just opened. That's not helpful. Yes. This was one that I wanted to read. This is from May of 2003. Do I need to mute? Are you guys good? Okay. It says Zap2it.com reported on May 17th that Scientology plans to protest against the annual convention of the American Psychiatric Association in San Francisco. Actress Kelly Preston plans to lead a protest with hundreds of supports from the Church of Scientology against the American Psychiatric Association's annual convention in San Francisco. Preston said she's protesting the psychiatric organization's recent opposition to federal legislation designed to keep parents from being coerced by school officials to give potentially addictive psychiatric drugs to children. And then in quotes, it says, other celebrities such as Priscilla Lisa Marie Presley, Juliette Lewis, Isaac Hayes, Ann Archer, Catherine Bell, and Lindsay Bartleson have spoken out at rallies and testified before the House of Representatives Government Reform Committee on this issue since last September. The actors are involved with the Citizens Commission on Human Rights, a mental health watchdog founded by the Church of Scientology. The group says that since the beginning of 2003, 16 states have introduced laws that would prohibit the practice of psychiatrists using teachers to identify children as mentally disordered and trying to coerce their parents to give them drugs to learn better, basically.
That's
Some of the
insane.
celebrities.
Yeah, Catherine Bauer said that, didn't I?
No. These are people who are speaking against psychiatric help.
Juliette Lewis. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's good in the movie sometimes that she plays a good bluesy. It's like her.
Did you hear what my dad just said?
No.
He said Juliette Lewis, she's a little bit weird. She plays a good floozy, though.
Oh. I'm glad that's on the internet forever too. Nice.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, geez. Okay. Here's another one where they're protesting against. The Boston Globe reported that Scientology's CCHR planned to protest a hospital where a patient who unalived himself was treated with Zoloft. And they were basically blaming the medication for the unaliving.
What was it? Was it an OD sitch? Like,
no,
I don't
it says the person from CCHR said that the medication had spurred her to shoot her doctor and then herself because it made her go insane.
No.
Yeah. So as someone who takes Zoloft, I'm just gonna say right now, it is what stops me from taking a gun and pointing it at my
Oh
doctor
wow,
and
okay,
myself.
this is a lot to say on stream, and
I'm just
it's going
saying.
to
I'm
be
just saying.
recorded.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, these medications are not the reason why
I know,
this is
but I'm
happening.
so sorry. Can we just be careful what we say? Because
Yes,
all
I
my
know.
shit
I
is
know.
getting
We're on your
suppressed big
channel.
time.
I know.
I'm just
You can
bleeding
clip that out. You
people.
can clip.
Well, we're live, and I
Absolutely.
don't clip it out. I don't know how to do that.
Well, I could help you clip it out later. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but I will be more careful. But I'm just it's very frustrating because they're twisting the facts to be able to seem more credible, and they're not. It says a Harvard medical school psychiatrist said that it is preposterous to assign blame for a crime to an antidepressant. Um, Although edgy people may sometimes see an exaggeration in some of their qualities, serotonin is not going to lead to these events.
yeah.
A Utah activist, it just says, who has testified as an expert witness against drug manufacturers, said a high level of serotonin in the brain can cause people to act out their nightmares, causing them to commit violent crimes. There is something called serotonin syndrome, but it doesn't do that.
To act out your nightmares. What does that mean? Like, oh, I've just seen him running through a forest naked for a week. Like, what do you mean? Act out your
It's almost
nightmares.
like
Oh, they
they're
went to
trying to
school in
say,
uniform again.
yeah, it's almost like they're trying to say, oh, you are taking a medication to stop your intrusive thoughts. Well, that's just going to make you act them out. You need
like,
auditing to actually control it.
like, what do they mean to act out their nightmares? Like, a lot of my nightmares, my teeth are just falling out. What does that? How do I
Yeah.
act? Am I just walking around going, "Oh God, can you see all my teeth falling out"?
Yeah, or oh no, my belly button's going to come undone and all my organs are going to fall out.
Like, this would be hallucinating, would it not? I know I said that in a weird way, but would it not?
You have to go somewhere?
Sorry, I was being asked about an appointment. Yeah, so it's just it's a lot. Okay, let's pick another color and then you talk for a while.
Yeah. Do you want to get and picking the color, and I'll pick a subject.
What color should we go with next? Let's go with.
Do you want to pick that, and I can read this stuff now.
Let's go with green.
Green.
Yeah. If that's
Okay. Yeah, of course. Just tell me where the green's going.
I'm gonna do green for the. I'm gonna do a couple different greens for the triangles.
Yeah. 2 triangles.
There's 2 triangles, so I'm gonna pick like a couple different greens and.
Nice. Okie dokie. I will speak a little bit. Would you mind muting while you do
I'll
that,
mute.
please?
Yes.
Sorry. Thank you.
Sorry.
So, Narcanon is a Scientology organization. That is not a huge secret. You can find that out very easily just by Googling it. Just from Wikipedia, it was formed in 1966 by a Scientologist named William Benitez, with the help of Flubbard himself, Aaron Hubbard, for those who don't know. Yeah, I think that's a good name.
I really enjoyed that. Sorry.
Yeah. Narcanon includes the Purification Rundown. The Purification Rundown works off the basis that drugs, alcohol, etc. are stored in the fatty cells, which they're not. It is not medically accepted or advised to have the Purification Rundown because of the toxic levels of niacin they give you whilst doing it. that in itself can cause lifelong kidney damage. And Scientologists who are on staff and Sea Org members normally don't have the best run of years, we'll say. It's just so sad. The Purif is contradicted by experimental evidence and not medically accepted for medical use. It's not accepted.
I love the sentence experimental evidence.
Yeah,
Is that
because they've experimented and they have evidence from those experiments to show
right?
it's.
Of course. How could I be so dumb?
Sorry, no. And
No, it's not you. I'm making fun of them.
Narcanon say they have a 75% success rate. Independent studies who have took all the same data, they say the success rate is more like 6.6% success rate.
Oh, 6.6. I wonder if it's 6.66 repeating.
I mean, it is closer to 7 than 5%, but it's not the 75% that they boast. It's far from it. I mean, you struggle to get people to write success stories when they literally don't make it out of the Narcanon facility because they pass away, or they go from the Narcanon facility into a hospital and then have an actual recovery in hospital with actually medically trained people. Or maybe it's just not being driven insane. You know, if you make it to the end and you've been through the hell of the Purif and the TRs and the poisoning they're doing to your body and all of that stuff, and they say, hey, yeah, we know you want to leave out that door now. It's locked, but it can get unlocked as soon as you write as a nice success story. So yeah, that's where getting their quote unquote success stories. Did you have anything on that or anything that was similar or from your findings to sort of go off why that isn't in line with the CCHR?
I mean, they kind of work together, don't they? Because a lot of addiction issues stem from mental health issues and community issues. So if you're manipulating using one, it's even easier to manipulate using the two combined, especially when they both manipulate facts to back up their validity of their claims. So if they're picking and choosing stories like that, it really sounds a lot like when they're picking and choosing CCHR's wins, quote unquote wins against psychiatry, like some of the things that they've done in terms of ECT. You know, just because you stopped one hospital from improperly using it in this 1 year doesn't mean that you're the leading people who are fighting against the abuse of electroconvulsive therapy, which does have, it's come a long way and it's only used in the most extreme circumstances. So, like, yeah, they did a good thing, but when you think about it in terms of the entirety of the scope of the situation, they didn't do shit all.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a broken clock is right twice a day sort of thing.
Exactly. Or even like, oh, I was in the room, so I'm going to take credit.
Oh, they're good at that, aren't they?
Yeah, they love that. But I mean, if you've got this CCHM facts of all of the the evils and monstrous atrocities of psychiatric care, you're going to be able to go, oh well, I mean, if you've got an alternative for addiction treatment, I guess I'll try that because you've scared me now.
Yeah. It's so egregious what they do because they convince you the solution is the problem. That's my issue with Narcanon and CCHR. They convince you the solution is the problem.
Yeah, that's
And
very well said.
it sets you back even further to recovery if you if that toxic hypnosis, mind control BS actually seeps in, that sets your recovery back so much more. And I think it's just disgusting. And I think he knew what he was doing.
Oh, he absolutely knew what he was doing, because you actually just brought me up to the last thing that I was going to bring up that I had that was related to this, and that is Hubbard's rampant use of the confusion technique. And I believe that I can go into the confusion technique because I'm sure a lot of people don't know about it. But,
yeah, please.
I will in just one second. But I firmly believe that because all of this is based off of Hubbard's tech, both of these front groups use this in their shit because that's how he told them to deal with it, right? So what this is, okay, so I'm just going to say this is essentially the basis of auditing and TRs and all of these things. It is called deep trance-inducing confusion techniques or coercive persuasion. Coercive persuasion is anti-ethical to the First Amendment. It contains aspects which should be interpreted as constituting the illegal acts of fraud, false imprisonment, coercion, undue influence, involuntary servitude, intentional infliction of emotional distress, outrageous conduct, and other torturous acts. And that is absolutely up their alley. That is how they work. That is how you KSW. So L. Ron Hubbard's use of the confusion technique to induce hypnosis in Scientology, it was a technique created by this one person using verbal and nonverbal methods to create disorientation, disrupting habitual sets, paving the way for enhanced responsiveness.
Okay.
And then I've got a quote. Okay. L. Ron, this is from oh, I just closed my thing here. Hold on, sorry. This is from the letter of the person who made it, Milton Erickson, I think. Now, if it comes to pass where it's very important whether or not this person acts or inacts as you wish, in interpersonal relations, one of the dirtier tricks is to hang the person up on a maybe and create a confusion. And then create the confusion to the degree that your decision is actually implanted hypnotically. I can read that sentence again if...
Yeah. Because I just started thinking about Inception, the movie, sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what it is, honestly. If it comes to pass where it's very important whether or not this person acts or inacts as you wish in interpersonal relations, one of the dirtier tricks is to hang the person up on a maybe and create a confusion. And then create the confusion to the degree that your decision is actually implanted hypnotically.
Yeah.
And this is really well demonstrated. If you go to Doug's channels, he talks about. I know a lot of people have heard about the Alice in Wonderland stuff that they use in some training TRs. that is directly using this technique. This is from L. Ron Hubbard lecture, 20 May 1952, decision. A confused person has their conscious mind busy and occupied, and is very much inclined to draw upon an unconscious learnings to make sense of things. A confused person is in a trance of their own making, and therefore goes readily into that trance without resistance. Confusion might be created by ambiguous words, complex or endless sentences, pattern interruption,
He's doing it
or a
now.
myriad.
He's doing it
Yeah.
now. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. Basically, when employing the confusion technique verbally, steps are taken via verbal wording to overload the subject's mental ability. Stop.
Yes.
Flunk. Start again. This can be
That's
done
what's
using a
happening.
play on words such as nose, 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 all spelled differently. I think those are called homophones, where the words all sound the same, but they're all spelled differently and have different meaning. Furthermore, irrelevancies and non sequiturs can also be employed to achieve desired results. And then it says underneath, it says, caution, Scientology uses hypnosis without your knowledge. This is one example out of many because most of L. Ron Hubbard's works use the confusing technique. The E-meter uses it. The Alice in Wonderland confusion technique is found on page 76 on a counterintelligence interrogation manual written in 1963.
I knew he watched Alice in Wonderland from the AEIOU thing. Didn't I say?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I
it's
knew
deep
it.
in there.
Well, read it. It would be like.
This is a good website that has more on the confusion technique. So I can post that because that's kind of leaping out of the theme of what we had. But it is interesting information, so I can link that.
Yeah, nice.
But that's essentially how, like, basically what I was trying to say is these front groups are doing the same thing that Scientology is doing. That's why they all gel together so well, because it's all part of KSW.
Yeah.
But we've renamed KSW to Knock Scientology Wayside.
Yes. Yes, and yes.
F Sciento.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I was going to tell you. Yeah, I was at my cousin's wedding on Saturday, and I was really good, and I waited an hour before I started talking to the random guests that I didn't know about Scientology.
Well done.
And literally everyone there said, "Oh, they're disgusting," before I even had a chance to go into any detail.
That's
It made me
good.
so happy. And so we were all sitting there talking about how crap they are, and I was like, wow, I'm having conversation with people I don't know about something I know about. This is cool. And then
Did
I
they
knew
tell you
stuff that
stuff
they
they
didn't
knew?
know. They told me a little bit about some stuff, like they knew, I think they knew about it being a Ponzi scheme. They did not know about the child trafficking, so I made sure to talk them up about that. And then my cousin's friend put his hand on my shoulder and said, we should go and get a sandwich because you're bumming them out.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I guess. But that's cool though, that they were interested.
Yeah, like we actually had a chat. Like it was really cool, and they were like, wow, that's really wow. And yeah, and I told my second cousin, I thought she was my great aunt, but she's not, she's my second cousin. I told her about what we're doing here with these streams, and she's a victim of SA, and we had the best talk that we've ever had in my entire life. And she was like, I'm really proud of you for doing this. This is incredible. And I was like, I don't even think I'm doing much. I'm just trying to help. And she's like, well, that's more than a lot of people do.
Yeah. That's
and that
so
kind
sweet.
of really special. And her daughter is non-binary, and I got to see my non-binary third cousin, and oh my gosh, they were the happiest I've ever seen them in their entire lives. I know this is unrelated, but it was really joyous.
Super sweet. So I was just trying to get hair off my page.
No, all good. I'm trying to catch up here. I'm falling behind on the coloring because I was reading. I think we had it right with the whole let's take turns reading the information, but I think yeah.
I was thinking, but what? What's the but?
I don't know. The but is my camera's not working. That's the only but. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything set up to use StreamYard for next time. And what I might do is between now and Wednesday test. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous out there. Oh, look at it matches your sweater. It's like the color of your sweater. That's awesome.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh my goodness.
Ta-da!
That's so pretty.
Behold!
What a beautiful view.
The setting sun.
The sun's setting on you, Scientology.
Oh, we've got Thomas. They sometimes read out of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland when doing TRs, or they used to. Don't know if they're still doing. Oh, thank you for being here, Thomas. I'm not sure I've seen you in here. Thank you so much. And anyone who's lurking, thank you. Appreciate you all the same. I lurked for ages in loads of chats before I said anything to anyone.
Me too. Yeah. And you're right. They do use the Alice in Wonderland stuff in TRs. That's exactly right. I don't know if they still do, but as per Doug's videos, when he talked about it, he said that they did that for him, and I've heard other people saying it. So they could still be doing it, but I'm not 100% on that.
And they do the AEIOU. Like the caterpillar. AEIOU. AEIOU.
Yes.
That is one of the best things.
It really is. And also,
if that's all they did, if it was just that and Xenu, I'd be like, you have at you little weirdos. But
yeah,
no,
you're fine. But
you got all the abuse and the MLM Ponzi,
real estate scamming, mental health harming,
trafficking,
consent breaching,
homophobic,
grodies.
Racist.
Yeah, a bunch of grodies.
Money grabbing.
Yeah.
Good for nothings. I'm talking about like the higher ups. I'm talking about like the people who pull the strings.
We're not talking about we're not talking about the good people that are stuck in there because they were vulnerable enough that the ruin in their fresh meat could be smelled. You know, that's literally the only, it's not them. It's the people who are writing the laws. David and his little cronies. And yeah, Dad, you're right. Yeah, brainwashing, exactly.
So people don't understand the intricacies of every manipulation.
That's true. My dad just said some people don't understand the intricacies of every manipulation, especially when they're layered as they are.
Yeah.
I don't think some people understand the basics of manipulation sometimes.
No, you're right. That's true.
I definitely.
It's very true. I
spent a lot of time just being like, oh.
Yeah, well, especially
you didn't mean what you said.
That adds a whole extra layer.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, a lot of neurospacey people also struggle with other mental health challenges. And so to have someone who is targeted by one of these groups, wow, you're easy pickings is what they would probably say, which is horrific. Because I'm referring to myself that way. I would be easy pickings if I had walked up.
They wouldn't want me.
They wouldn't want me, but I'd be easy pickings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could get me in the door to the point. They could get me in to the point where they'd find out enough to not want me anymore, and they'd tell me to go.
Yeah, I think I read about a little boy who was kidnapped, and literally the kidnappers let him go because he just prayed constantly, just the whole time. He was like, "May Jesus bless these men. They don't know what they do. They will release me. I know you have to be watching me, Lord." And in the end, they were just like, "Nah, get
We're
out."
not dealing with this.
Yeah, like I think, like I don't know if you ever watched Sister Act.
Yo, of course I have.
I'm like, damn it. You don't want to go to hell for real, for real.
Oh, Sister Act. What time are we at?
I don't know, but my back is absolutely killing me. I've been kneeling down. I couldn't even sit in that chair.
Oh no. Okay. Do you want to call it?
I've got a little bit more. Have you
got more?
given?
Okay.
Yeah, have you done all your bits?
I'm pretty much done all my bits.
Have we had all Tilty's toots?
Fluffer's bits and Tilty's toots? Is this what this is now? This is what this is?
Well, no, I think we'll save that for Quedo's Corner. We'll save that for Quedo Corner, that gold.
This is my life now. This is my life.
See, isn't it funny to act exacerbated even though you really secretly like,
Oh yeah, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, of course you do.
See, that's the thing. The exasperation is part of what's like. If you don't have
It's
the
funny.
exasperation, the joke doesn't land the same way.
See, so just everyone know, when either of us assign each other, it's just part of a bit. We're being silly billies. We're just being silly billies, because life is just heavy, and
it is.
You know, we can't just be dealing with it every single day. Yuck. Who wants to do that? Nobody.
Well, and even if we are dealing with it every day, you need to be dealing it with every second of every minute of every day. You can have a break for some levity. You can give that to yourself. You are entitled to that break of levity.
Do you know what? I didn't do Tai Chi today, and I feel that's why I feel like Tin Man.
That'll do it. You always
yeah, I was so stressed. I've had I don't really like speaking about my personal stuff, but I've had a real stressful few days, especially.
Fluffer's had a bad week.
I mean, it's Monday. It's literally Monday, but
all of your last week was shit.
Yeah, last week was bad.
Pretty much every day was not a good day. So
why couldn't my camera be broken?
I don't.
No, actually.
Because
please don't break camera.
You've got the nice view. That's why.
Oh, I still got out the window. I didn't even realise.
That's beautiful. I can see your picture and I can see the view. Lovely. Lovely.
Delightful.
Okay, yeah, you finish up your points and then we can wrap up and like I said, I'm gonna try to get things set up on my computer for next time so that we can go through StreamYard and then just see if that works for the next time.
Yeah, I'll just finish up doing this one bit here. And then if you wouldn't mind, just while I'm chitter-chatting away, what have we got left? We've got the 2 squares and then the bits in between. So if you could decide colours for the squares and the bits in between, and then if someone is doing it along with us, at least they can finish themselves off later.
Okay, let's
I heard that coming out and I was like, I'm going with it. I'm not stopping it. Fuck it. Fuck it.
It's okay. The only ones left are the ones that know us pretty well, and I'm sure everyone appreciated that.
Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us.
You're allowed mental health help, you're allowed boundaries, and you're allowed to finish yourself off.
And you're allowed to live stream your mental illnesses. Because we're in 2024.
In this, the year of our Savior Xenu. Embrace the gay. Embrace the mental weirdness. Embrace it. With your wrap your electric ribbon around your flaws and embrace them.
Okay.
I was gonna say orange and purple for the last two colors.
Okay,
Actually,
orange
pink
for
and
the squares. What?
Pink. Orange for the back. No, orange for the squares. Purple for the background. Purple squares, orange background. Purple squares, orange background. That's it. That's the one.
I'm gonna instantly forget that if you wouldn't mind. What's
I will
that
type
noise?
it in. I'll mute. That's the water pipes.
Oh. Okay. So, I'm gonna try and get in the chair. Oh no, my back hurts a lot. Okay, my knees hurt a lot. Things are creaking and cracking. I sound like your water tap. I do, but that's
I think
my body.
someone put the laundry on. That's got to be what it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can we see this?
Yes, we can.
This is the Observer, and this is from 4th of February. This was just before I busted my spine up. So, this says... Did I bring my thing to make me... Help me read a little bit better? No, I haven't got the one with the lines on. Okay, I'm just going to do it
just
without.
use a piece of paper. I just use a piece of paper and just... Okay. Do whatever works best.
And this is a first page. This is the front page. This is back in February. But patients tell of trauma at rehab linked to Scientology. An unregulated rehab center linked to the Church of Scientology, which we don't call it the Church of Scientology in England. We just call it Scientology because it's not a church. It's literally not. It's like, it's not a church here. But anyway. Put mentally ill people through intense psychological drills that allegedly left them traumatized and in a trance-like states. An investigation by the Observer can reveal. This was a really long and thorough investigation, and I feel like one of the best channels, and I don't say best, and I don't use superlatives that often, but one of the best channels for making short, really understandable content on this. If you don't mind, like, have I gone? Am I back? Yeah, if you don't mind the sort of more AI voices, Powerlies has put out some absolutely fantastic material. Just illustrating how the Scientology drills do traumatize and get people into a trance-like state. They were written for that purpose.
That's part of that's partially the confusion technique worked into that as well. So it all ties together.
Okay.
Yep, it all ties together.
So they're saying former patient and staff at Narcanon UK say vulnerable people seeking help for addiction were expected to complete mental exercises similar to methods used in Scientology's controversial auditing processes. Oh yeah, and then they do the auditing on them as well in Narcanon. Sorry, this is what I'm coming to. At a compound in Sussex. So yeah, so in between this, all the other fun times, they'll get them to do like confessionals, which is just horrific because obviously they keep it all on you as well.
It's literally just like, it's like victim blaming interrogation.
Yeah. Before arriving, they had thought Narcanon was offering a holistic approach to rehabilitation and were drawn in by promises it could help them get drug-free for good. In a call with an undercover reporter, a Narcanon salesperson also claimed the program was not related to Scientology, but over a 3-month period, participants were allegedly subjected to methods near identical to those used by the religious movement. In some cases, they took part in the repetitive drills for so long while in vulnerable states due to their mental health or substance use, they would zone out, become paranoid, or break down. According to corroborating testimony from people familiar with the program, it continues, participants suspense. Participants were also allegedly left feeling by the exercise, which often involved following commands such as stand up, sit down. The drills could last up to 5 hours a day for several weeks. So you've got these drills, and you're in the sauna, and you're running, and you're doing the confessionals. It's insane.
I don't understand how they don't have more deaths reported already.
Well, I think people get out of there and then maybe either get actual help or they do, and they manage to get away with not saying they're involved.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not going back. I'm not even dealing with that anymore. I'm past it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah. I'll stop interrupting.
I think. Hopefully that's the end because I am. Yeah. No. Narcanon said the drills, based on writings by L. Ron Hubbard, Scientology's founder, were mentally strenuous and required discipline, but had helped save lives. It said they were not a religious doctrine, but had a positive secular application. The allegations raised question over how a rehab with links to controversial religious movement accused of abusive practices is able to operate unregulated in Britain. Very, very good questions. This reporter has done fantastically. They did have help from SA Apostate Alex, and I think Diane Abbott has wrote to HMRC about Scientology's tax avoidance and not paying people enough. So a lot of work has gone in the UK with I can send you this. Yeah, so a lot of work has gone into it. My eyes aren't loving this. I'm just going to try and skip through it a little bit and see.
Hi, Holly. Holly's here.
Hi, Holly.
Also, I gave a troll a 24-hour ban.
What were they saying?
Okay. Just like a lot of disgusting shit.
Oh, gross, yeah.
Literally. So we didn't need that.
Okay. Yeah, it's just saying that the Observer found out that it's a lot more closely linked to Scientology than it is. It's funded by the IAS, senior staff members of the church, and about the similarities in Scientology's auditing process.
Mm-hmm. And that has to be one of the reasons why they don't want anyone knowing what the auditing process is, so we can see.
Yeah, and there's a professor from the Institute of Psychiatry, Psychology and Neuroscience at King's College London said the approach of auditing did not sound therapeutic and it sounds extremely concerning.
Yes. Good.
Narcanon UK said students were assessed by a GP before the programme, which also includes sauna sessions, vitamins, and a cost around £15,000.
That's
£15,000.
I choked on my water. Oh.
And they said it was,
$20,000 Canadian.
and Narcanon said it was not a medical treatment, so it did not need to be registered with the CQC.
Oh, fuck right off.
Yeah. So
Haggis,
sorry.
that paper's from February.
Yes, it is from February. My eyes are just not wanting to play along. My back has had enough, and I felt like I was speaking like a robot. So I just thought this probably isn't that enjoyable for anybody.
It is. It's good information. It's really good. I keep interrupting and I'm ruining it. So
No, I want you to know that had absolutely nothing to do with you. That was like 50% my back, 50% my eyes.
Okay, I was just like, oh.
No, I absolutely promise you.
Oh, Haggis found it online.
Oh, yes. Yep, so there's the Observer, and then what's the one online? Is it the Courier, or is it the same? I don't know. There's one online, but it's not as, there's a free one. Sorry, my head isn't working very well. I think I'm going to say toodaloo.
Thank you, Haggis Basher. We really appreciate that. Thank you, all of you, for putting
The
up
Guardian.
with our technical difficulties. The Guardian.
The Guardian, the Observer. I think they might be slightly different write-ups.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah. And the sunset is gone.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's it. We had sunset.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Please join us.
Scream at you again
on Wednesday for Paint and Ponder in Tilty's Bird Sanctuary.
One way or another, my camera will be on Wednesday.
Or it won't, and we'll have a similar setup to today, and we'll just power through it. Or StreamYard. Maybe.
I'm thinking we'll StreamYard it, because that way I can do it that way.
Yeah.
And remember purple for the squares and orange for the background.
I will not. With us. Please text me.
I will message it to you.
Yeah. And comment on the video down below when we're done, if anyone would be so kind.
Yes, follow us for more Fluffers Bits and Tilty's Toots, I guess. Fucking Jesus.
And yeah, I will be on tomorrow with painting the jigsaw puzzle. That'll be 1 o'clock UK time, should be, hopefully.
Oh, Eric's going live in a half hour.
Oh, yeah, make sure you go over there.
If you are not subscribed to Eric Rader, go over there, Incineration Nation. We've got a live happening. You're not going to want to miss it. That was my improv air horn. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for listening to us and spending some time with us and learning with us. And let's let Fluffer get some relief.
Sorry for moaning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. You are awesome. Peace.
Peace. Kids can't consent. They really can't.